When BTS's V and BLACKPINK's Jennie were seen in Paris, it didn't feel like a leak. It felt like a global event. A single blurred clip, filmed from across a quiet riverside street, captured two figures walking beneath the Paris night. Streetlights flickered on the Seine, the city humming softly around them. They weren't holding a mic, they weren't posing for a camera, they were simply existing. And that alone set the world on fire. The moment the video hit the internet, everything exploded. Taennie shot to #1 worldwide like a sonic boom. Not Taennie surged right after. A declaration of disbelief, denial, and desperation. Millions of fans rushed online, dissecting shadows, step patterns, silhouettes, even ear shapes. Twitter wasn't just active, it was in full emergency mode. Because this wasn't just two celebrities possibly dating. This was V, the charismatic soul of BTS, the group that redefined global pop dominance. And Jennie, BLACKPINK's fashion icon, the center of a cultural empire stretching from Seoul to Paris to Hollywood. A connection between them wasn't simply a rumor. It was the collision of two worlds, two fandoms, two forces powerful enough to shift the entire entertainment landscape. But Paris was only the surface. Beneath it lay months of tension. Leaked photos, mirror shots, car rides, island strolls appeared online with no warning and no explanation. Some looked real. Some looked too clean, too perfect, too suspicious. Fans became investigators overnight, zooming into reflections, comparing metadata, cross-checking timelines. Every leak was a spark, every theory a trail of gasoline, and then came the war. ARMY and Blinks, as once overlapping communities, were suddenly locked in a digital standoff. Accusations turned into hostility. Hostility turned into harassment. Mass reporting campaigns erupted. Fake screenshots circulated with the speed of wildfire. Rumor accounts gained more influence than official statements. People who had been mutuals for years unfollowed each other overnight. It wasn't fandom culture anymore. It was chaos. Open, burning chaos. And the companies? Silent. Painfully, theatrically silent. HYBE refused to address anything. YG gave a vague, foggy, nearly meaningless comment. And in K-pop, silence doesn't calm a crisis, it amplifies it. Fans were left alone with theories, fears, hopes, and anger. And no answers. But something bigger was happening beneath the flames. The Taennie saga forced K-pop to confront a truth it had been avoiding for years. Idols are human. They love, they meet people, they date. And no amount of rules, illusions, or fantasies can freeze them in time. The industry felt the tremor. Companies tightened digital security and internal protocols. Fans began questioning just how far is too far when it comes to invading privacy. Discussions about idol freedom, once banned, suddenly became mainstream. Even the media noticed a shift. Idols were being treated less like flawless products and more like global celebrities with personal lives. Taennie wasn't just a dating rumor. It was a cultural earthquake, one that reshaped the landscape overnight. A blurry video didn't destroy K-pop's biggest fandoms, but it forced them to evolve. It changed how idols hide, how companies protect, how fans react, and how the world understands the price of being loved by millions. Taennie didn't just make headlines, it made history. And the aftershocks are still being felt today. And if you want more explosive K-pop breakdowns, mysteries, and cultural shifts, subscribe, because we're just getting started.